The storm started just after midnight. Rain hammered the empty highway outside Black Hollow County. Truck drivers passing through western Nevada kept pulling into the only motel still open for miles. Desert Pines Motor Lodge, 22 rooms. A dying neon vacancy sign flickering through the rain.
Because what happened at 1:12 a.m.
smelled like
was
wet
never
carpet,
supposed to be
burnt
seen.
coffee, and cigarette smoke soaked into the walls. That was the last place Maya Torres was ever seen alive. Maya was 29 years old. Quiet, careful, the kind of person who noticed details other people ignored. 3 days before she disappeared, Maya paid a deposit on a small apartment in Oregon. She was planning to leave Nevada forever, but she never made it out of Black Hollow County. Because at exactly 1:12 a.m., the security camera inside the motel office glitched for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. When the footage returned, Maya was gone. At first, police believed she stole nearly $8,000 from the motel safe and disappeared during the storm. The story sounded believable. Too believable. Because Maya left behind her purse, her car keys, her jacket, and the one thing detectives couldn't stop thinking about: the security footage. Detective Aaron Vale noticed something immediately. Only one camera lost footage that night. Not the hallway cameras, not the parking lot cameras, not the exterior feeds. Only the office camera, which meant someone knew exactly what happened during that missing minute. And someone wanted it erased. The deeper investigators looked into Maya's life, the darker the case became. Friends said Maya had been terrified for weeks. She checked over her shoulder walking to her car, changed routes driving home, started sleeping with the lights on. And 1 week before she vanished, she told a coworker something nobody understood at the time. If anything happens to me, don't trust local police. 48 hours after Maya disappeared, the FBI received an automated email from her account. The subject line only said, "If anything happens to me, start with Mercer." Inside the email were photographs, fake driver's licenses, guest records, license plates, and names connected to a hidden identity trafficking operation running through Nevada and Arizona. One name appeared over and over again: Deputy Colin Mercer, a local patrol officer. Mercer claimed he only stopped by the motel for coffee during overnight patrols, but GPS records from his patrol vehicle showed something different. His car sat behind Desert Pines Motel nearly 40 minutes before Maya officially disappeared. And once detectives confronted him, his story started changing. That was the moment Detective Aaron Vale realized something terrifying. Maya Torres had not run away. She died inside that motel. The only question was, where did they take the body? Then motel maintenance worker Nolan Pierce vanished. Pierce was the only employee who understood the motel's surveillance system. Police found him hiding outside Reno 3 days later. Inside his truck were camera hard drives, surveillance manuals, and industrial cleaning chemicals. Pierce admitted he altered the footage, but he claimed Mercer forced him to do it. Then he said something investigators never forgot. Mercer wasn't afraid of the murder getting discovered. He was afraid of what Maya already sent out. The FBI immediately began reconstructing corrupted backup footage from the motel servers. And eventually, they found the missing minute. It had never been deleted. It was hidden inside hallway camera backup files. The recovered footage lasted only 46 seconds. No audio, but enough to destroy Mercer's entire story. Maya stood behind the front desk, staring directly at Mercer like she knew he was coming. The two argued violently. Maya pointed toward the office phone. Mercer rushed toward her, The camera shook violently, and right before the footage froze, another person entered the office. Dana Reeves, a travel nurse staying in room 12. Dana originally claimed she barely knew Maya, but phone records proved the two women had spoken constantly for weeks. During her third FBI interview, Dana finally broke down. Maya had discovered Mercer was helping transport people using stolen identities across multiple states. Runaways, abuse victims, illegal migrants, people trying to disappear forever. Maya secretly copied everything, and the night she vanished, Mercer came to get the evidence back. At first, it was only supposed to be intimidation, until Maya said, "I already sent everything to the FBI." According to Dana, Mercer completely lost control. He grabbed Maya. Dana tried pulling him away. Then Maya slipped and struck her head against the edge of the desk. The room went silent instantly. Dana thought Maya died immediately, but she was wrong. That became the most horrifying part of the entire case. Medical examiners later confirmed Maya survived for nearly 6 hours after the injury. Mercer never called 911. Instead, he loaded Maya into his patrol vehicle and drove into the desert during the storm. For hours, he tried forcing her to reveal where the remaining backup files were hidden, but Maya never told him. 4 months later, her body was discovered inside an abandoned police vehicle near the Arizona border, and according to forensic investigators, Maya could have survived if someone had called for help, but nobody did. Then the FBI recovered the final audio recording from the motel surveillance system. Nobody realized the microphones kept recording after the video feed stopped. The recording was filled with rain, footsteps, and the sound of something being dragged across the floor. Dana was crying. Mercer was breathing heavily. Then Maya spoke one final time, very weak, barely audible. "I already sent it." The room went completely silent. Then Mercer asked, "What?" And Maya laughed, a tiny laugh, so weak it almost disappeared beneath the sound of rain hitting the motel windows. Because in that moment, Maya Torres knew something Mercer didn't. He had already lost. Deputy Colin Mercer was sentenced to life in prison without parole. 3 additional officers were later arrested in connection to the trafficking operation. Dana Reeves disappeared from public records after the trial ended. Nobody knows where she is now. And Desert Pines Motel still sits abandoned beside Route 14 to this day. The vacancy sign no longer lights up. The office windows are covered in dust. But truck drivers passing through Black Hollow County still tell the same story, that during heavy storms, their radios sometimes fill with static near the old motel property. And buried underneath the noise, a woman's voice can still be heard whispering, "I already sent it."